Hello, everyone, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Lindy, and this is Much Love Tarot. Today, we're going to be looking at the question because I get that when I go live a whole lot, where a lot of you guys are asking about like ex relationships, previous relationships, how their feelings are from your ex towards you. So figured, might as well just do a YouTube video about it for you guys as well. Keep in mind, it is going to be a general reading, so not everything will always resonate completely. Just take what resonates and don't try to fit in what doesn't fit. Yeah, I feel like I kind of want to dive right in. There are some things that I need to say beforehand. I say this in my lives on TikTok as well. I am a Dutch person, also from the area of Rotterdam, so that makes me a very direct reader. I do not try to come across as rude or mean. I always say everything with a lot of love and care for you guys. If I do say something that doesn't go well with you, just gently remind me or tell me about it so I can learn and grow as well. Yeah, in the meantime, I have my Linktree link in the description down below. If you are interested in checking out my TikTok account, there I have like very short, very small videos, but I also go live there every day, or I try to do every day, where I do free little mini readings of like one question readings, random readings. So if you're interested in that, definitely go check that out. On the Linktree link, you also find my PayPal donations for anyone that feels generous. Also, my Instagram and my email address. My email address you can also find in the description box here below. If you would like to get in contact with me on how to book readings with me. Yeah, and I will send you all the information that you need. So check it out down below. Just a reminder, I will never contact you first when it comes to giving you guys readings or offering you a deal for a reading. You always have to contact me first, because there's a lot of people out there that try to, scam you guys. So just keep that in mind. I will never contact you first when it comes to a reading. Let's just get into today's reading, just get, all that logistic things done. And let's get to the piles for today. So today we're going to be looking at your ex's feelings and thoughts about you. For pile number one, they are in Dutch, by the way, so I will just go like this. So it's the whale for the first one. I'm like, should I go over them in English? So it's dedication, inspiration, creativity, abundance, impulsive, ja, zelfvertrouwen, ja, self-secure, generosity, optimistic, impatient. That's for pile number one. Pile number two has the raven. I'm like, why did I mention everything? Like, how am I? I'm also like getting from Dutch to English as well. So I'm like, oh, what are those days? Those in English again. So I'm not gonna do that. So the raven. I'm so sorry. And then for pile number three, we have this dolphin. So if you need some time to go over the pile, to meditate, or whatever it is, please pause the video. And otherwise, I will see you guys in your reading. Hi, pile number one. So if you chose this whale card, then this is going to be your reading today. So we're going to be looking at your ex's thoughts and feelings towards you. So I kind of just want to jump in. Like, no, let's just see what comes up, comes out, what situation we will run into. So your ex's feelings towards pile number one. Your ex's feelings and thoughts. Okay, so a couple came out. So the first one that we had was the King of Wands. Next up is the Eight of Swords. And we have the Page of Cups as well. kind of want to get some more right now. So their thoughts and feelings, their excess thoughts and feelings towards pile number 1. Thoughts and feelings towards pile number 1. So we have the 4 of Wands as well. And I kind of want to get one more for this one. Their thoughts and feelings towards them. Okay, so I got 2 more. That's okay. We have the 7 of Wands as well as the Ace of Cups. I'm like, I kind of want to get the entire row. Let me just go over those piles. So their thoughts and feelings towards pile number 1. Their excess feelings and thoughts about pile number 1. Okay, so we have the 9 of Wands as well as the Page of Swords. I feel like that wasn't at the bottom just now, but and we have the 7 of Pentacles as well. Wasn't there another one? I thought I saw another one flip. That was it? I think that's it. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Pentacles. And underneath that, the 10 of Swords as well. I thought there was another one jumping up, but maybe I will see them in a little bit. Let me just get everything into frame for you guys so you can have a better look at the cards. Like what you guys don't see is that my desk stops here. So I'm like, oh, I'm not used to putting everything on the edge. Okay, but I feel like now you guys can have a better look at it. Okay, their thoughts and feelings towards you. I feel like they are very closed off to you. With that, oh, there was one that flipped here. I see it. Okay, I was like looking at the bottom. So then I put the bottom here. And then you also had the 5 of Wands as well. Yeah. So I feel like they think and see that there's still some type of conflict between the two of you. They're very like closed off, not wanting to get their feelings hurt again. A bit like defensive as well. The Ace of Cups, I feel like there are still a lot of feelings involved. They still care for you a whole lot, even though they feel like they maybe shouldn't, or it's like causing them pain. Because there are still feelings involved, I feel like they are very confused, very not sure what to do, and then get like defensive because they don't want to get more involved, but they also don't want to like have closure. So it's kind of like put a lock on the situation as this, kind of try to freeze it. Like nothing goes in, nothing goes out. Trying to make up their mind, but they're very much like not. Because with the 4 of Wands, I feel like they do feel like you guys have a happy or can have like a home. I feel like they're very comfortable with you, maybe even missing you as well, with like, because it's kind of like a mirror, and then they see you over there, and like she is reaching out, but they're like, oh no, let's not go too fast, let's just, but they are like maybe missing you or wanting to see you, type of feeling. But there is still a conflict thing going on that's like keeping them in this defensive energy. And the King of Wands, I feel like right now with the King of Wands, they just want to have fun. Like they have been so in their mind about it that they don't want to, they actually just want to put their mind off of it for a little bit, type thing. 7 of Pentacles to me just says they know that there is still a lot of work that needs to be done. So because I feel like this is a very complicated situation, that because it is your ex. I feel like you have broken up, but at the same time with these cards, I feel like it hasn't like been a full breakup, or you guys, more on like a break type thing where they are still very much thinking about it. Yes, there was this conflict, maybe a blowout. With the Page of Cups as well, the Page of Cups sometimes can be like a surprise declaration of love. So I have this feeling that they might even, because they're so confused. I feel like they're so confused that even because when they look at their feelings, I feel like they do acknowledge that there are still a lot of feelings for you involved. But because they're very defensive of that energy, where they're like, okay, as long as I am pulling a line here and not further, I will not get hurt a whole lot. But because they do acknowledge their feelings, that they are maybe even contemplating like contacting you again, getting back in contact, or yeah, because I feel like they are missing you. Like some parts of the relationship they miss, but then it's kind of like weighing their options. Like they have a lot of feelings, they miss the relationship, they want to contact you, but at the same time, this conflict, and it can also be a bit maybe distrust, which is on the other side where it's like heavy and they're not sure what side to choose, and so they just freeze and don't do anything, don't say anything. Trying to get everything sorted out. Even between, like, I feel like for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, I feel like they're even contemplating like starting the attack on you or letting it like rest and die, like slowly die down. Because I feel like with some of you, they are very defensive when it comes to this feeling, like you have hurt them or they feel like you hurt them, and now like, is it taking revenge? Should I be vengeance, or should I, because this person still cares for you, should they just let it slide, let it go? But that's for some, not all of you. I feel like for some of you that's a bit rare as well. But for others of you, I feel like this person really cares, still has a lot of feelings here. Let me take a look at the oracles for you guys. So how is their ex feeling and their thoughts and feelings towards pile number one? Pile number one's ex, their thoughts and feelings towards pile number one. Okay, that's too much. Oh, that's also too much. Half the pile comes out. Okay. Again. So their thoughts and feelings towards pile number one. So we have strength and spirit guide. So I feel like they do see you, and then courage. Yeah. And then one more, willpower. So their thoughts and feelings towards you, I feel like they do see you, acknowledge you as a very strong person in a lot of different ways, because courage can also be a strong person, and willpower as well. And I feel like they see you as having it all. Like you have the courage to go after it, the willpower to push through it, and the strength to actually accomplish it. And then like you trust your intuition. I feel like they kind of see you as a very go-getter, like go for what it is that you believe in. You guys might also have like a spiritual connection, or this person, you had it like a feeling that, I feel like this is just going to be a confirmation. If you had the feeling that you guys were spiritually put together, or guided towards each other, then this is just confirmation of, yes, you guys were supposed to meet each other and supposed to learn from each other, grow stronger as people as well. Like what I wanted to get these ones for you guys as well. So I want to get some last messages on their thoughts and feelings towards you, and then I kind of want to get some guidance maybe as well. Is there guidance needed? Let's just take a look. So their ex's thoughts and feelings towards pile number one. their excess thoughts and feelings. So we have, I don't react when people mention you. Yeah, because I feel like they don't react also because they haven't figured out what to do with this situation. Where they're like, if they are bashing you and then, if friends talk about it or mention you and then they bash you and then they decide, oh no, I want to go back to this person or try or something, then it's like losing face as well. So I feel like that's kind of where they feel a bit stuck. Oh, that one went to the ground. Okay, then you have, I left when I saw you with someone. So maybe that's the conflict as well. I kind of felt like trust issues was also a thing. For some of you, it can literally be that they saw you with someone else, or the potential or flirting, which they couldn't handle. But for other people, I feel like they were already kind of going out of the energy with you. Because it can also be they just saw you talk like a normal person. And maybe even where they thought like, oh, I don't even get jealous. I feel like with some of you, it's very much jealousy, but with others, more when they saw you with someone else, then they realized, oh, I'm not jealous. Why am I not jealous? Type thing as well. But that's also for some of you, not all of you. So take how it resonates. Their thoughts, their excess thoughts and feelings towards pile number 1. Their excess thoughts and feelings towards pile number 1. Okay, so I got 2. So I have, I want you. And I wish I had treated you better. And then at the bottom you have, you came closer than anyone. So I feel like, with that Ace of Cups and the I want you, I feel like they do feel like they still care about you a whole lot. There are still a lot of emotions here. A lot of emotions invested. And now they're like, okay, I wish I treated you better. And kind of like, you come closer than anyone else. That's also the realization of like learning and growing still. Like, what was it about you? Because I feel like now that you have come closer with the 5 wands, they still got hurt. And that's also why they kind of pulled away, because it scared them. And they're like, oh crap, what do I do? What do I do with this? With pile number 1, they came so close. And I feel like they do see you as a very strong person, someone that they learned a lot from and with. And like, I kind of feel like admiration as well for who you are, like the strong person that you are, for what you have been through. For all the things you pushed through. I kind of want to get some quick little maybe advice thing, like on what to do with this. But it's going to be very short and very, just some little things, if there's anything that like maybe spirit wants you to focus on, or when it comes to this situation. So some advice and guidance for the situation for pile number 1. So we have the 8 of Wands as well as the 6 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords. This one wants to come out as well, the 8 of Pentacles. And at the bottom we have the Magician. And then Death underneath that. Okay. Yeah, because I kind of feel like this is still for you also a bit of an open thing. Like, I feel like there has been an ending with like the Death card underneath that as well. But at the same time, I feel like that you're still in the middle of a choice as well. I feel like you guys are both, where it's like, yes, it was an ending. Yes, it was done. But both a little bit like, but is it? Like, making that choice is something that is still playing a role here. With the magician, I feel like take some time to go over what is it that you want to manifest. What is it that you want from a relationship, or how do you want to be and feel in a relationship, and what are you trying to manifest right now? Will that choice, manifest the right thing that you want right now? With the Eight of Pentacles as well, like just go over it a little bit more. Perfect what it is that you want to manifest. And I feel like once the choice has been made, and not only will it move really fast for you, fast things will happen, rapid like movement, action. But with the Six of Wands is also victory. Six of Wands is like getting over the hill and like seeing what it is that you've been trying to manifest, like winning the war or winning the battle, and growing as a person. With the King of Pentacles as well. Enjoying yourself, your life, how it is, with being happy with yourself as well. I kind of feel like. So yeah, I think I kind of want to leave it here for you guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. Please let me know in the comments down below if it did. Also, let me know if there's anything that you would like to see me ask next. And as always, I just hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you guys again in the next reading. Hi, pile number 2. So if you chose the Raven, then this is going to be your reading today. I kind of wanted to go over the words as well, because I did that for pile number 1 in the intro, and I kind of got stuck with these translating it to English. So it also has attraction, introspection, self-development, self-insure, or like confident, I kind of want to say. Courage, changeable, distant, as well as bewitched. And I kind of feel with some of you guys that bewitchedness is kind of what you felt with this person, where it's like if they gave you attention, it was great, but at the same time they were a person that needed a lot of alone time and space for themselves, and like, very confident person with a lot of courage. I kind of want to say courage with the courage here, but at the same time you didn't know what was up with them. Like they changed their mind a whole lot. They a bit fickle, but it felt like for some of you that they kind of had like a little, maybe a bit of like a spell on you, where you're like, I don't know what it is about this person, but I just want to be around them. But yeah, let's take a look at your ex's thoughts and feelings towards pile number 2, towards you guys. So their ex's thoughts and feelings towards pile number 2. So the first one is the Eight of Wands. So their ex's thoughts and feelings towards pile number 2. So you also have the Seven of Wands. Their thoughts and feelings. Their ex's thoughts and feelings towards pile number 2. We have the Eight of Pentacles. The Four of Swords. And the Sun. Okay. Let's see if I can get it all up here, and then I want to get some more for you guys. So what are their thoughts and feelings? Their ex's thoughts and feelings towards pile number 2. Ex's thoughts and feelings. We also have the Six of Wands. Their thoughts and feelings. Queen of Wands, the Nine of Wands. So their excess thoughts and feelings towards pile number 2. We have the Five of Pentacles, as well as the Ace of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So let me see if I can get everything into the frame a little bit more. So you guys can take a good look at the cards as well. So their thoughts and feelings towards you. I feel like they do see you as a very loving, caring person. I feel like they think of you as you like to, care for someone, be there, teach them, or that type of caring. I don't know. I feel like for some of you, this person was, like I said, a little bit with the Raven, where it was in and out, like they didn't care if you left or stayed, or I think they, for some of you, I feel like with that Five of Pentacles, they saw you as if sometimes, I don't know, they needed attention or wanted something from you, then that was you providing that for them. But that's just for some of you, where it's like they were very, I don't want to say like dependent, but more like when it was convenient to them, then they would let it like. And with the Six of Wands, I feel like that's how they thought, like, oh, we're doing this the way I want to, and like they don't have to compromise, they don't have to work on themselves. This person will adjust themselves to me, kind of feeling. I do see, however, with that because the Four of Swords is like taking a rest, but also strategizing. So, because like the Sun is the one that is messing me up. Because if this one wasn't here, I would say like, oh, they didn't have genuine feelings for you. Like it was just convenience. And when you came too close, they were like defensive and like, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to enjoy my time here with you. But because of the Sun, I feel like they do genuinely enjoyed their time with you. They did genuinely like care for you, but in a way that was very new to them. Like they didn't know how to deal with this, how to handle this. And you were so caring and giving your love so almost easily to them. Then they were like, okay, then I don't need to change, even though they felt that way. They didn't feel the need to change to, because I feel like this person is a bit of a selfish person. Didn't think about your feelings or thoughts or what it is that you wanted to do. And when you did try to talk about it to them, they got just so defensive and didn't want to talk about it and didn't want to let you in. I feel like at the end they might have tried, because with the Ace of Pentacles it does talk about like a new cycle, a new start, a new beginning. So maybe that did change, where, because I feel like maybe for some of you it's even so that like they didn't want to talk about it with you, and now maybe they're in a new relationship and now they are opening up to that person, and you're like, why did they not do that with me? But they are so easily doing that with this new person. And I feel like you kind of set that up, where they realized, oh, maybe I should open up a little bit more. But I feel like you didn't like demand that from them. So then they didn't have to. Because with the Eight of Pentacles as well, I feel like they learned from you, from this relationship with you, that they have to work on themselves. But I feel like that's kind of what they were hiding from you, or not wanting to show you, or like they didn't want to show, because like the first time you make a pentacle, it's not easy. So I feel like they didn't want to show the mistakes that they were making by working on themselves, by, you know, becoming this new person. They didn't want to show you the mistakes that they were making. Because I feel like you were this person where it's like you have perfected that skill of love. And like you were willing to show them the way and show them how to be more caring and loving. But there's just like, no, I want to do it by myself. Sit here in the middle of the night where no one is awake, no one can see me, no one can judge me. I can make as many mistakes as I want, but still working on it. So that's kind of what I'm getting here with this person. Okay, let me get some oracles for you guys for this connection. So their excess thoughts and feelings towards pile number 2. Their excess thoughts and feelings towards pile number 2. Their thoughts and feelings. So if this that didn't resonate for you, then maybe choose a different pile. Because this is what I'm getting for this pile. Like a whole bunch. Big. So their thoughts and feelings, their excess thoughts and feelings towards pile number 2. So we have fertility and also friendship. Yeah, so I feel like maybe you guys started off as friends or acquaintances and then kind of rolled into this thing. But I feel like they see you as someone that brought in a lot of new perspectives or for them to learn from. And I do think they do still see you in a good light. But I just don't see it as they, like their thoughts for you. If there are genuine feelings caring for each other, it's just like on a friendship level. I mean, maybe even like lower, you know, friends of friends or something. Then you also have family underneath that. So with these two, fertility and family, I feel like for some of you, it might also be that you have this person's children or children with this person and at some point had a family together. We also have lighten your load and commitment. And then manifestation at the bottom. So it might also, for some of you with that manifestation as well, and that commitment, that for some of you, I feel like this person is wanting to get that family back together and that commitment. But I do feel that there's no love involved here. It would be just like, you know, what they learned, what they've been missing. You did take care without asking for like you had commitment, but you didn't ask for love. Because I feel like you thought that was implied love, and this person's like, oh no, that's a totally different thing, commitment. And so yeah, I feel like for some of you, you have children with this person and a family. Because like with the lighten your load, I feel like now that like you guys are no longer together, they see how much of that heavy weight you took on for them, and now they have to do it again by themselves. So I feel like for some of you, this person wants to get back or see if you are open to getting back, just to lighten their load. Because I feel like this person is a very selfish person. And like I said, I don't see love involved. They just care about, like, you know, making it better for themselves. So let's get some messages for you guys, some last messages. Their excess feelings towards pile number 2. Their excess feelings towards pile number 2. their ex's feelings towards pile number 2. We have, I regret lying to you. And also, I am becoming a better person. Well, that's what we saw. They are working on themselves. They are seeing the mistakes that they have made with you, and the lies they told you, working on, because now you left, they see how much you did. So they do feel like acknowledge all the things you did. I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah. Some last messages for pile number 2. Their ex's thoughts and feelings towards them. You came closer than anyone. Yeah, that's also what I said, where I'm like, I think they did see, like, they were so defensive, but also they opened up a little bit more because you were maybe a bit pushy when it comes to tell me what you think. But they just don't want to, I feel like they don't want to look like weak. I don't react when people mention you. And at the bottom, I left you before you could leave me. I feel like that's the hurt that they felt here. Where it's like, yeah, I'll hurt you before you even get the chance, because they realized that you were coming closer and closer to their true self, to their core, to how they felt. And then they were like, okay, there's no turning back from this, so I'll just leave you before you can hurt and leave me. And then I'll show you how independent, I don't need you. And then now it's like, you know, maybe they're even coming back. Because, like, they can't stop thinking about you. But I don't see it as I don't see it as like a love declaration. I can't stop thinking about you. I feel like it's more so of how much you were there for them. And now it's just that they see it. And now that they're thinking like, oh crap. With everything they do, there's like, oh, that's what this person did for me. And now I have to do it by myself. And with that, I don't react when people mention you. At the same, where it's like, they don't care. Like how you're, if they are like, oh, did you hear? They did this, this, and this. And then they're like, I don't care. No, they can do whatever they want. So let me get some advice and guidance for you guys on this situation. So some advice and guidance for pile number 2 on this situation with their ex. Some advice and guidance for pile number 2. Yeah. So we have the 3 of Pentacles. So I kind of want to say for the people who have children with this person, just work together well, communicate well together, be a team. Or to try to get that team together. And then you also have karma. So that's kind of like what comes around goes around. Now, because I feel like that should be the attitude you have towards the person. Whether like, oh, now if I feel like for some of you, they are gonna get into contact with you and like, you know, it's very tough, it's very hard for me to do all this. I now realize all the things that you did and I'm so sorry, and can we try again? And that's like, you're just like, karma, well, I told you, you didn't listen, now you feel the hard way of karma. Like, karma's a bitch, you know. Still be like a teammate. If you have children, for your children, still be a teammate. Because then, like, if it's like co-parenting or something, then you still need to, you know, at least until the children are 18, you'll have contact with this person. So still be a teammate for your children. Then you also have the 3 of Cups. Some advice and guidance for pile number 2 on this situation. I almost want to say listen to your friends when you talk about this. Because for some of you, I feel like you are doubting on taking this person back. And I kind of want to say listen to your friends, or talk to yourself as you should to one of your friends. If this was happening to one of your friends, what would you say? And what advice would you give her? And like, listen to that as well. Then you have the Wheel of the Year. The wheel of the year is just, you know, things happen for a certain reason. Yes, they are working on themselves well, but that's like this person is like a previous season, a previous cycle, you know, and this cycle they are not part of it. Like, it's also about like letting go what is no longer serving you. Like, you cannot hold on to spring or summer. Like, winter is on its way. So, and yes, you can feel bad for this person with the karma energy, because karma is like, they will get it. But focus on yourself. Focus on what is good for like this cooperation that you have. Because for some of you, I feel like for some of you, there's also this situation. Maybe you guys have a house together that still needs to be sold. And if this is going on, that's very confusing energy. But keep it strictly business with this person. Strictly on this cooperation and nothing more. Don't try to be their friend. You already have friends. You don't need more friends. The Eight of Swords. Yeah, don't overthink it. Don't go into your head about it. This is already, with the Wheel of the Year, the end of this cycle. You just have to see it through a little bit, and then move on. Don't think too much about it, about this connection situation thing. Which one flipped? This one. And then a 10 of Cups. Okay, this 10 of Cups, I feel like, has two different meanings for some of you. Kind of depends on how it resonates for you. So the 10 of Cups is like I feel like this is the fantasy of what you want, which is like the perfect family with like children and happiness and emotions and feelings. But I feel like if this person is not giving you that emotional feeling of fulfillment and happiness, and is just giving you enough crumbs for you to stick around, then this is not that person. And I feel like moving on from that, closing that off, will put you into this new trajectory of finding that in the end. And for others of you, it can, like I said, it can be this person, but still this karma needs to be full circle. And I feel like you need to get on track on this working together, maybe becoming friends first, slowly, and then work your way that way, but not into a relationship instantly. I feel like you guys need a lot of learning about yourself and growing as yourself and working this through. And then slowly start as friends, or you know, that contact, because you need to get to know each other again, because you changed so much. And then there is the opportunity of a happy family again. But that's just for some of you. For others, I feel like letting go is the way to go, because with the Wheel of the Year, I feel like you will already feel or know what that is, you know, if it's with this person or without that person. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here for you guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. Let me know in the comments down below if it did, as well as if there is anything that you would like to see me ask next. In the meantime, I just hope you're having a wonderful, great day, and I will see you guys again in the next reading. Hi, pile number 3. So if you chose this dolphin card, then this is going to be your reading today. I did it for pile number 1 and then 2 as well in their video. So I kind of wanted to get over some of the keywords here at the bottom. They are in Dutch, so I kind of wanted to get them, you know, a little bit in English. But yeah, so the dolphin is playfulness, joy, celebration, harmony, togetherness, care, love, compassion. So this is going to be your reading today. We're going to be looking at your axis, thoughts and feelings towards you. As always, it is a general reading. Keep that in mind. Not everything will always resonate completely. Take what resonates and leave what does not fit, because then it was not meant for you. Anything else? I think that's it, isn't it? So yes, their excess thoughts and feelings towards pile number 3. their ex's thoughts and feelings. So we have the Four of Swords, their ex's thoughts and feelings. That's pile number 3. Okay, I want to get this one as well. The Four of Cups, as well as the Three of Cups, the King, the Knight of Cups, not the King, and the Seven of Swords. Will that fit? Yes, that fits. Okay, their thoughts and feelings. I feel like they are already a bit confused in this. Their thoughts and feelings towards you. So you have the Hierophant, the Judgments, the Death card. Okay, a lot of major things going on. Their thoughts and feelings. The Emperor. A lot of major arcana here at the bottom. Their thoughts and feelings towards them. Okay, those were 2. I'll take them. You have the Chariot as well. And the Six of Swords that wanted to peep out. Will that work? Kind of works. And at the bottom you have the 10 of Cups. Okay, I feel like for this pile, this group, you guys might have been broken up a long time or something where you're like, this wasn't even a relationship type thing. Where I feel like this person's kind of confused. So I feel like when you guys broke up, I still feel like you guys have been broken up for quite a while. And like the reason you guys broke up, I kind of feel like there were trust issues or someone cheated or wasn't honest. It wasn't a healthy connection. Maybe you guys were hurting each other on purpose just to get back or something like that. Which was making both of you kind of feel like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? I feel like for some of you guys were maybe friends first and then into it, or now you have become friends, and that's where like the confusing part starts. Because with the 10 of Cups, it talks about having a lot of love and feelings involved, but as well as like being able to see that this could actually be something real, something for the long-term thing. However, with the Hierophant, there are things that should happen in a certain way, and I feel like this person is very much like, you already dated this person. You shouldn't go back to a previous relationship. You shouldn't. That's not the way it's supposed to happen. And because of that belief system, I feel like they, whenever it came close to a little bit like that, then they were like, no, let's end it. The Death card is also, because the Death card is an ending. It's a very clear ending, but it also talks about rebirth, giving it another chance, another try. And I feel like that's where this is kind of going, where they're like, I kind of want to offer this love cup to this person and taking reins in their own hands, but also because of how it ended, they're a bit like, but should we? Like, we shouldn't. Like, I feel like they are also with Judgment, like very scared of the judgment of other people. Where it's like, you already tried it with this person. Why would you try it again? Why? What is different? Why do you expect a different outcome? And why do you expect this love, overflow in love, if you try it again? Because it ended very badly. I feel like maybe even like in a rush, in like while you guys were like fighting or something. So they're very much still like contemplating, thinking about it, if it should be something. Because like I said, with the 10 of Cups, they do see potential in it. And the Four of Swords, maybe they also, for some of you, I feel like they also, like, you noticed that they took like a break from dating a little bit, because I feel like they kind of need a rest and like strategy of like what to do with these feelings, because there clearly are feelings towards you. But just because there are feelings, they're like, okay, yes, I do have feelings, but just because they are feelings does not mean that this is a good, it's gonna be good for me. And that's kind of where they're kind of stuck. So let me get some oracles for you guys. So their thoughts and feelings towards pile number 3. Their ex's thoughts and feelings towards them. Ex's feelings and thoughts towards pile number 3. Okay, we have prosperity. I feel like for some of you, now that you maybe, I feel like for most of you, you guys are now like friends or on like speaking terms, and they feel that it's going well. Like, even though things happen in a shitty, it ended in a shitty way. Right now, you guys are having a good like banter, good connection, enjoying talking to each other as well. You have peace. Yeah, like you have like no longer at war with each other, but very peaceful, very, enjoying financial health. So I feel like this person, for some of you, this person feels now more ready for a commitment, for a serious long-term commitment, where they weren't back in the day. And that might also be a conflict point between the two of you, where back then they didn't feel confident in their financial situation where they were at. And I feel like now they feel more like I said, ready for a long term, ready for this commitment. And you have career. Yeah. So yeah. And maybe even you. I feel like maybe for some of you, they could think that you, and then you have life purpose on the bottom. Look at all those trees. All those trees. And then family underneath that. I feel like they do see that things were supposed to happen the way that they did. And I think they do genuinely see this possibility of this serious commitment, but like making a family with you, having a family with you, even. It's, I feel like maybe they even see that you are now like working on yourself, you're doing great, you're doing good with your work, financially, and the whole thing. And I feel like they might see it as like you as their life like purpose, or that you were supposed to be together. Because it's going so well now. I wanted to get some final messages for you guys. What are their ex's thoughts and feelings towards pile number 3? Their ex's feelings towards pile number 3. So we have, I feel you even though we are apart. Yeah. With that life purpose as well, it can also be like a connection, or you feel like this person feels like you are divinely guided to be a part of each other with that 10 of cups as well. And then you have, I love you unconditionally. This person really, really wants you to have the best, to be your best, to have everything that you ever wanted, dreamed of. But I feel like they are just not sure if that is this person as well. I wonder if you are happy without me. Yeah, exactly what I was saying, where it's like they just don't know if they are the ones that is what makes you happy. Are you happy without this person, or would you be happier with this person? And then you also have finding out the truth crushed me. So I feel like you doing well without this person is something that is like hurting them, where it's like, okay, maybe I miss this person more than they miss me, because they are thriving, they are doing well, great even. And that kind of maybe is a bit of a crushing feeling. It can also be, for some of you, where I said there could be like cheating involved, where maybe you cheated on this person, like when they find out that was like, and maybe that's still a little bit of the trust issues that they have. But I do see, yes, it crushed them, but at the same time, I feel like they do see that you are a different person now. So let's get one more. I know I messed up everything. Okay. And at the bottom, I couldn't let you get close to me. I feel like that's a little bit of like trust issues, where they're like, And it's also in the past. I couldn't let you get close to me. So, because I feel like right now they would be open to it, to letting you a bit closer. So, to end this reading, I wanted to get some advice and guidance for you guys, how to deal with this situation, how to move forward. So let's take a look. Some advice and guidance for pile number 3 on this situation. So you have the 3 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, you have the 6 of Wands, as well as the 6 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. It kind of depends on what you want. I feel like you got a lot of Pentacles as well. And then you have the Knight of Cups as well. And then shadow side underneath that. So that's like keeping your ego in check as well. I feel like with the Ace of Cups, there are a lot of feelings involved. I feel like you do see that you guys work well together. And you also see the potential of it becoming a real long-term thing. As advice, I kind of want to say, offer it. Because the Knight of Cups is an offering of love. And with advice for you, I feel like you can make, because this person is very, like, you know, or not like offer of like, I love you, but offer like funny, right? How now we can work so well together. And, you know, hint a little bit, start hinting. The 6 of Pentacles, kind of like drop these little coins for them for like, oh, funny how we know how to work together now. Or, you know, how we are so different now than we were back then, or, you know, or, you know, even make compliments of like how you have seen them grow, you know, drop little coins for them to take, you know, and grow that a little bit. 6 of Wands, whatever it is that you want, if it's just working together well in the situation that you are in right now, or if you want to get back together with that Ace of Cups, because I feel that there is a lot of feelings involved, whichever way you want it to be. With the 6 of Wands, I see success, I see victory. So in that way, I feel like in whatever state you are in, just go after it. What is it that you want? And just, you know, take your time. You don't have to rush things. And follow what your heart and your intuition is guiding you to do. I kind of want to say. So I kind of want to leave it here for you guys. I hope it resonated. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comments down below. I love reading about your stories. Also, let me know if there's anything that you would like to see me ask next. And as always, I just hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you guys again in the next reading.